I decided to give some time. I did. I gave it how many hours? 6 hours to figure out how I felt about this game and about everything itself. And I kind of come to the same conclusion. There's some guys I'm very upset that they're gone. Ziegler, sad to see him leave, especially this type of performance. Meshack is going to be tough without. Gainey is going to be very tough without. Lanier is going to be very tough without all those seniors. Milicic, I believe, was a senior. That's, we can forget him. Milicic, I never knew how good he was. He didn't seem like he could do great. You feel like he could have, but never did. So, all that. What happened? That's still what happened. I get that we sucked shooting, but why did we have to keep shooting the same shots that we kept missing? We could have changed this so much earlier on. We didn't have to keep shooting threes. We went 0 for 14 to start off from 3. That is going to lose you almost every game you play. And when you play a smothering team like Houston that smothers you defensively, it's very tough to climb back out of a hole that you dig yourself in early on, which Tennessee tried their hardest to do, but couldn't do. They couldn't do. And Ziegler got bullied on the offensive end. He did not let him drive. Meshack couldn't make a free throw to save his life. He got -1 point on free throws, pretty much. He had 0 for 5 from the free throw line, and then also took away a point because he had a lane violation. That he lost points at the free throw line. That's insane. So that, I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know when you look at it why Jordan Gainey didn't play more. Even in the first half, he's looking like the best guy. Second half, he took over, almost single-handedly brought us within range. And then we couldn't play well enough defensively. And also then Rick Barnes put him on the bench for like 2-3 minutes. Keep him in. The dude's cooking. Just let him go. Lanier was awful. Lanier finally was doing something late. That's like the worst 17-point performance I've ever seen in college. The guy just went 3 for 15 pretty much today. Chucking up shots he probably should have not shot. That we just weren't hitting nothing. We could not throw a fish into our ocean. Like, we couldn't do anything right. And in the paint-wise, they seemed like they had exactly what they wanted. They got one-on-ones on the sides they wanted to. Wings in, they could get one-on-ones very easily. We weren't doubling Roberts. Whenever we did, we actually kind of got some success. But we never consistently did it. I guess he thought Okpara could have done it, but whenever Milicic and Phillips are on him, you have to go out there. Okpara, I didn't think did a good job either. Rebounding was not an expertise today. I get Houston's like the best rebounding team in the country, them and Texas Tech. But like, buddy, help out. Help out, please. Just rebound. It's not rocket science. Get the ball. See ball, get ball. It's not hard to understand. And it was frustrating to watch in that realm of it. I thought we could make a push. I thought we were going to get some shots going. Outside of Jordan Gainey, no one could make a shot back-to-back times. Our big men were worthless today because we couldn't get anything going with them because we weren't passing on the immediate rolls. They were hedging enough and getting their guys back. These guards are phenomenal in Houston to be able to get back in defensive positions very, very well and angle you in the right spots. So the best thing you got to do is pass quick to the middle, which is off the roll. So those hedge, loft over the top, 2-on-1 on the bottom half. You have lobs. You have one-on-one shots. You have 8-foot push shots. Like, these are simple shots that you get going with these type of guys. And once that shows and consistently works, they have to respect that. So this hedging doesn't work. So that means they have to stay back, which means one-on-ones, which means pick and rolls with the guard going downhill is a lot better, like what we had against Kentucky. That was the better option. But no, that never happened. Whenever we did, we could run pick and rolls with Meshack. And Meshack had some good attempts up in finishing. But he just couldn't do it consistently. He also couldn't make free throws, so his threat was not that valuable today. He kind of was bad. Defensively, he was pretty good. He had some good moments, but offensively, he was worthless. Ziegler had his worst offensive game of the entire tournament, even the SEC tournament, I would argue. This was by far his worst tournament performance. Lanier, by far the worst, and Milicic did nothing. Like, I don't know what Milicic is supposed to do. He doesn't do a lot, in my opinion. He's a very strange guy. He seems talented enough to actually do stuff, but he doesn't do it consistently. He doesn't have that instinct to take over a game, and his defense is nothing but okay. It's okay. Nothing great. He's not physically like talented. He has the opportunity to make big shots. He has the opportunities to score, but I don't think he does it consistently. I don't know if he doesn't give it the freedom. He doesn't have a great bag. He doesn't have great ball handling. I don't know. I would like to see him in the mid area, like 14, 16 feet jump shot area, face-up moves, but he doesn't. They don't do that. Would have been great this game. Roberts should have probably gotten over the back foul. early on. Actually, definitely should have, which could have helped us out momentum-wise. But that's a whole other thing. Roberts could have definitely been fouled out. Definitely could have. But refereeing was actually in our favor throughout most of the game. I would say, especially late in that game, got in our favor. But we left guys open for three. We cut it to 10. Manuel Sharp hit a three. Then he hits another. Then another guy hit a three. And that kind of put it out of the range. I'm disappointed of how this game ended. This season ended. Houston will lose to Duke. And we will have a Duke probably versus Auburn final, I would say, unless if Florida just learns how to play a first half consistently, because Auburn seem to figure that out. Yeah, so I don't know. I'd be surprised if Duke doesn't win against Houston. Cooper Flag is that good. I'm surprised by how badly we shot today. 21% in the first half is beyond awful. This was just Florida all over again. Remember the first game we had against Florida? We try not to remember it, but for situations like this, we kind of have to. Egregiously bad. Like, this was egregiously bad performance. This was awful. Defensively, we're pretty good. I honestly thought we were good defensively, but we just couldn't do anything offensively today, and that came back to kill us, not just beat us, came back to kill us. So, yeah, that was great. Great, yeah. So that's how we end our season. Continuing the years of not making the Final Four, this was probably our best senior group that we had. I felt better about this game than the Connect last year against Purdue. It was just Connect pretty much last year. I would have loved to see Lanier and Connect together, but that never happened. Thank you for all the seniors for what y'all have done for this program. It would be a weird without seeing y'all next year. But yeah, probably take a slump down a little bit, but it's a great culture. We'll see what happens. And yeah, hope you all have a great time. Let's see what happens. All the one seeds are in the final. Whoa, great. First since 2008. I think the Tar Heels won it that year. So yeah, lane violations have not gone in my favor this year. And yeah, go Vols. Tough way to end this year though. Yeah.